Credit cards and credit scores kind of go hand in hand. And in case you didn't know, the balance on your credit card can make a big difference to your score. First of all, let's take a look at credit scores. A lot of people think that they kind of come out maybe once a month or every so often, and that's not true at all. Your credit score is impacted pretty much anytime you use your credit. Well, if you think of credit cards, you might be using those quite often. So the question then becomes, at what point does your credit card balance affect your credit score? Basically, the way that is looked at is they're looking at how much do you owe versus how much do you have the ability to owe. In other words, what's your high credit limit versus what you really owe? So let's take an example just to kind of play this out. And let's say you have a credit card with a limit of $3,000. So basically, how much you use of that $3,000 is going to depend on what your balance is. Your balance, let's say at $1,000, when you have a $3,000 limit, would be at 1/3 or 30%. Once you get to that 30% level, that can start to change your credit score. If you go up to 50% or $1,500 that you've now used of that credit card with a $3,000 balance, now you're at a different level again, and that also can affect your credit score. So I bring this up because right now we're coming right out of the holidays and we're starting to get those credit card statements. If you're like me, I used credit cards when I bought online purchases. I wasn't going to use my debit card, but I also was well aware of the fact when I started reaching those limits, because I have a monitor on my credit score and it pinged me to tell me that my score dropped. And it dropped because I reached one of those limits. I either went above the 30% or I went above the 50%. And when I get to those levels and it affects my score, it was funny, my husband pretty much freaked out. Oh no, what happened? What are we gonna do? I said, honey, it's no problem because I'm planning on paying that credit card off the minute it comes due. The minute I did that, he got pinged and said, oh, your score went back up again. So those are some of the factors that go into your credit score, is where your credit card balance is. So credit cards are a great way to start earning credit and getting credit on your report, but also if you don't manage how you use them, it can actually make your score go down. Any questions about how that works? Feel free to reach out and call me because we want to make sure your credit score is the best possible. Credit affects not just your mortgage, but believe it or not, even your car insurance is based on your credit and your credit score. So don't guess, reach out and call me to answer all those questions you might have on how your credit card affects your credit score. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week.